I'm going to talk about something that tends to trigger people. Not because it's complicated, but because it's uncomfortable. The idea of saying, I don't need a man. Now, on the surface, that sounds powerful, independent, confident, like someone who has their life together. And maybe, sometimes it is. But if you slow down and really listen to what's being said, there's something deeper hidden inside that statement, something most people never question. Let's start with something simple. Humans evaluate each other, constantly, quietly, automatically. You don't wake up and decide to do it, it just happens. It's not optional. It's not something society forced on you. It's not even something you learned. It's biological. And people don't like hearing that. Because once you accept that, you also have to accept something else. That not everyone is seen the same. That not everyone is valued the same. That attraction is not equal. Especially when it's said directly, like using numbers to describe attractiveness. That makes people uncomfortable, because it feels cold, it feels harsh, it feels real. But here's the truth. Whether you use numbers or you say things like, he's not good enough, you deserve better, that's an upgrade. You're doing the exact same thing. You're assigning value, you're comparing, you're ranking, and both men and women do it every single day. The only difference is how openly they admit it, because evaluation isn't cruelty. It's guidance. It's direction. It tells you what to move toward and what to avoid. Without it, everything would feel the same. Every choice would feel equal. Every person would feel identical. And that sounds nice in theory, but in reality, it would make life impossible to navigate. Now here's where it gets interesting. When someone says, I don't need a man, there's always a reason attached. Always. And that reason reveals more than the statement itself. Because think about it. They don't usually say, I don't need a man because I already feel deeply loved. Or, I don't need a man because I have emotional fulfillment. Or even, I don't need a man because I have meaningful companionship. No, most of the time, it sounds like this. I don't need a man because I can provide for myself. I can pay my own bills. I'm financially independent. Now stop there for a second. Really think about that. If money is the reason you don't need someone, then what does that imply about what you believe they were there for? Because if independence removes the need, then dependence would create it. And that leads to a quiet realization, one that most people don't want to say out loud, that men are often viewed as providers first, just like women are often viewed through appearance first. Different filters, same mechanism. Men tend to notice beauty. Women tend to notice stability, lifestyle, resources, direction. And neither of these are accidents. They're patterns, repeated, across cultures, across time, across generations. And yes, both of these can turn into objectification, reducing someone to what they provide. But here's the part people resist the most. This isn't new. This didn't start with dating apps. This didn't start with modern society. This didn't start with social media. This has always been there, quietly shaping decisions, quietly influencing attraction, quietly guiding relationships. Not because it's right, not because it's wrong, but because it serves a purpose. It helps people choose. It helps people decide. It helps people move toward what they believe will improve their lives. And ignoring it, it doesn't make it disappear. It just makes you unaware of it. Now let's be clear. This doesn't mean people are just resources. It doesn't mean love isn't real. It doesn't mean connection doesn't matter. But it does mean that value is part of the equation, whether people admit it or not. So instead of pretending it doesn't exist, maybe the better question is, how aware are you of it? Because once you start noticing it, you can't unsee it. You see it in conversations. You see it in relationships. You see it in who people choose and who they walk away from. And maybe, just maybe, you stop taking certain things personally. Because sometimes it's not about your worth as a person. It's about how someone perceives value in that moment, in that stage of life. So when someone says, "I don't need anyone," maybe the real question isn't what they said, it's what they believe. What do they think people are for? And just as important, what do they believe they bring to the table? Think about that. Because understanding this doesn't just change how you see others, it changes how you see yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think people evaluate each other more than they admit? Or is this something we've been trained to ignore? Be honest, because the answer might say more about you than you expect.